All right, it's time for another episode of Saturdaze with Mcvay and Jay, season number 2, episode number 20.
Yay!
All
Yay!
right, hey, and look who's here. He shows up here in the intro.
He's our special guest here.
Saturdays with Mcvay and Jay. It's episode number 20 with our special guest, Imuyacha, or Brandon
Yay!
Bogard. Imu Inuyasha.
There you go.
Emu for short. But we'll
This
take
ain't my first time. This ain't my first time here.
No, this has been whoops. We're gonna switch this. Okay, there we go. No, this is your second time with us, but you have been on since the first season. It's been a long time.
It has.
Long overdue. And you're wearing your blue tonight, even though it's still freezing cold and this guy has no heat in his apartment, folks. This
Yeah.
how many weeks is that? Which one? What is that? Riley's? Ripley's?
Yeah. I figure you might as well get the Ripley's, believe it or not, since we're doing News of the Weird.
Yeah, there you go. Right, exactly. Did you ever go? Did you ever come? You should come down here. We have a Wonder Works.
I've actually been to a Ripley's down in Branson, Missouri, as well as a Wonderworks down there too. So, and that's where I got this shirt was from the Branson, Missouri location.
Cool. Yeah, we have both Wonderworks and Ripley's. One of them looks like the upside down. It's like the building's completely upside down.
Yeah, that's the Wonderworks. I know
That's
that.
the Wonderworks. Yeah, and that freaked me out. The very first time I saw it, some 29 years ago, I thought, wait a minute, this is not right.
But it's cool.
Yeah, and the people to it. Well, this is January 25th, 2025. This is episode 20. And boy, we've made 20 episodes already. And we've been getting some very good reviews, actually. You know? So, yes, my friend, my sleepy friend. Wake up. You'll need some coffee in your body.
Boy.
Well, we've got some interesting stuff to entertain you with for the next hour, and we're going to do it. And Scott, you're going to start us off with your first article.
Yeah, let me go ahead and bring one up here real quick.
All right. Share the screen, Mom.
Okay. Well, today's first story is going to be kind of cute. Haircuts are interrupted when a cow forces its way into a barber shop.
Oh, not again!
Yeah, we had a cow last week that got itself to a university campus. This time, it's a barber shop. Let's explain this beautiful one here. You ready? Okay, I like this one thing. I'm going to put this on. Let's barbershop cow. I'm here for my appointment. Let's get a move on. Right in there. Yeah, crash right into the camera. Well, here's what happened.
Oh my god.
Customers and stylists at a barbershop in China were left scrambling for the exit when a cow pushed its way in through the door and ran through the small shop. The footage which you're seeing on the screen there was recorded at the barbershop in Nanyang in Henan province. It shows the cow pushing the door open and running into the shop, thus bumping into multiple pieces of furniture and sending customers in their salon capes rushing for the door. The cow eventually calms down and stands placidly at the counter, awaiting capture. Now, the cow was reported to have become agitated while being loaded into a truck and fled from its owner, thus ending inside the shop. And the bovine's owner was fined about $137 American for failing to control the animal. Yeah.
Oh,
So there you go.
gosh. Wow. That is crazy.
Well, like I said, it was either cows from last week or It was a cow from last week in Kansas, and this time a cow in China.
And we're having fun with this. Look at that. Whoa! Woo! Yo!
There.
Hey!
Hey,
That's,
I
I
don't want
feel
to use the big boy.
I feel like cow-tastrophe.
Oh. Moo, moo.
Thank you.
Perfect sound.
Man.
There you go. Yep. We have the that's right. Okay. Well, it's time to go now to the current news of the weird for the week of January 17th, which is we're in it right now. At the recording of this, today is January 23rd, but you'll see this on the 25th here on Saturday night at 9:00.
Yep.
Don't forget to tell your friends. And we're getting close to 100 subscribers. We're at 96 right now. Need 4 more.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for, Dumometer? Eh? What are you waiting for? You waiting for me to tell you to come in? No. It ain't going to be that easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? All right. The lead story for tonight is wait, what? Yeah. Wait, what? It's a wait, what?
Get it bigger. There we go. You had it.
Oh, I had it. Yep.
There we got it.
So, in early November, 27-year-old Emily James of Kansas City, Missouri, underwent a most unusual and expensive $17,000 body-altering surgery, the New York Post reported. The trans woman had 6 ribs removed from her rib cage in order to achieve a smaller waist. The recovery gave her plenty of time to think about what she wanted to do with those extra ribs. Yes, the hospital gave them to her, and her options seemed limitless. Make them into dog toys, boil them down for broth, have an Emily barbecue.
Whoa.
But eschewing all of the cannibalistic notions, James has come up with the perfect project. I plan on having someone make a crown and, incorporate my bone pieces in there, she said. Getting my ribs removed doesn't change the fact that I'm a kind, loving trans girl. It's my money, my body, and I'm going to do what I want with it.
Yes, queen.
Yes, please. All right. You're up for the precocious.
Okay. I'll read this beautiful one. Well, a 12-year-old boy from Grand Traverse County in Michigan was charged with joyriding, operating a motor vehicle without a license, carrying a concealed weapon, and possession of marijuana back on January 12th. This is by MLive.com reported. The boy's parents contacted the county sheriff when they realized their 2000 Chevy Blazer was missing, saying their son had taken it. They had tracked his progress south into Clare County, where deputies were alerted to be on the lookout. By the time he was stopped, he had driven more than 90 miles. Officers found a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun and ammunition, along with a little weed, but said there was no indication that he planned to use the gun. He did tell deputies he was unhappy at home. He was released to his parents.
There's always some drugs, a little weed to go along with his pump action shotgun.
Mm-hmm. At least he didn't plan to use it. That's good.
Yep. Wow, here's the compelling explanation. San Mateo, California, police arrested a Kentucky man early in the morning on January 12th for a suspected hit-and-run incident, CBS News reported. 62-year-old Frank Falcone told officers that he was driving northbound on Pacific Boulevard when a southbound car came toward him with its high beams on. The lights disturbed Falcone because of the brightness and potential radiation, he said, so he rammed the other car. And when it stopped, he allegedly rammed it 2 more times. Oh, God. Falcone fled the scene and told officers he evaded them because people impersonate cops. Jeez. He was arrested on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. Yep.
What was he like, oh, you're not real cops?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too, though. Exactly.
Something to make excuses so he wouldn't get more charges added on to his already incriminating stuff there.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, you're going to like this one. Yeah. Nigerian gospel singer Timileon Ajayi, age 30, was arrested on January 12th as he carried a bag that contained the severed head of his reported girlfriend, the BBC reported. The bag drew the attention of other people who held him until police arrived. The suspect was found with a fresh human head, Nasarawa, police said. And when we got to the scene, we rescued him from being mobbed. Other parts of the deceased's body were found later at his home. Abby Simon, a friend of the 24-year-old victim, said Ajayi was not her boyfriend. Even if she was his girlfriend, she didn't deserve to die this way, Simone said.
On the next Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
I am not his girlfriend. Maury Povich. Yeah. I tell you, watch too much of that stuff.
Kind of reminds me of this old joke here. You know, when Jeffrey Dahmer was arrested, the police went to his house and they found a pizza that had nothing but noses on it, and they labeled it as the Dahmer Noses Pizza.
Dahmer Noses. Oh my gosh.
Well, you had one job, Jason.
Yeah, the Brigantine, New Jersey police were called to a home on the Jersey Shore on January 13th after a neighbor found a toddler wandering around outdoors, NBC Philadelphia reported. The neighbor recognized the child and returned them to their home, where she found babysitter 35-year-old Jenna Davidson passed out on the floor.
Uh-oh.
First responders took Davidson to the hospital, where it turned out she had consumed a significant amount of the homeowner's alcohol to the point that she became unconscious and unresponsive.
Oh,
Police
no.
reported she was charged with endangering the welfare of a child. Figures.
Yeah, exactly.
Always alcohol, and no matter what age you are, you're going to try some, and, well, she had a little bit too much.
Just think you should get free alcohol here for it. There you go.
Yeah, that's why those parents, when a babysitter comes over, you need to lock up the liquor cabinet.
All right.
Yep. Bright idea time.
Okay, you're gonna like this one. Toilet paper shoppers in Kagoshima Prefecture in southern Japan have a new option. Good News Network org reported this on January 14th. Rolls made from used diapers and other hygiene products. Oh, yes. The city of Shibushi and Osaki worked together to recycle disposable diapers starting back in April of 2024. The used items were sanitized, bleached, and shredded into a pulp to be mixed with recycled paper to the tune of 30,000 rolls in the first 2 months of production. They sold for about $2.70 American for a dozen rolls. Here's a quote here from a spokesman for the Osaki Municipal Government's SDGs Promotional Council. His name was Takumi Obo. Please support this eco-friendly product, which aims to promote a sustainable society by reusing local resources.
As like I said, remember, toilet, bowl, themed, weird, every time, never misses, even with toilet paper.
There you go.
Yep, that's
Here's a little irony for you.
Yep, on December 18th at the Family Dollar store in Mulberry, Florida, and I have no idea where Mulberry is. Maybe Bogard knows.
Maybe.
You know where Mulberry is in Florida?
Mulberry.
Mulberry. It sounds like Mayberry almost.
Sounds like something that Martin Mull from the original Hollywood Squares would own.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, two shoplifters worked together to pull off a cleaning products heist. The Miami Herald reported on January 10th. The Polk County Sheriff's Office. Okay, so we know it's in Polk County. I know where Polk County is. The Polk County Sheriff's Office referring to the couple as Mr. Clean and Ms. Dookie.
Whoa.
Until an arrest is made, hatched a plan to distract employees. The man walked around the store gathering nearly $500 worth of merchandise, like lots of Gain, Tide, and Clorox products, officers said, whilst the woman used the restroom without going to the restroom. And while employees cleaned up the mess, Mr. Clean walked past the registers and out to a Ford van where Ms. Dookie joined him and they drove away. The odd couple are still at large. Oh boy,
Yeah. Wow.
of it.
Make it a very messy situation for cleaning
Yeah.
products.
You know what? He called himself Mr. Clean. You gotta wonder if the guy was dressed as Mr. Clean, and at some point he stopped to be like,
Why
I'm
not?
wondering if he's bald with a nose ring,
And white clothing.
Yeah, exactly, with a white shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the white shirt I can understand, a nose ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Mr. Clean had a nose ring or some kind of like.
I thought it was just an earring, but I might be wrong.
Oh, maybe it was the earring, but maybe the new Mr. Clean has a nose ring. Nowadays these guys are getting pierced all over the place.
Sometime I gotta look that up.
Yeah, we'll find a current picture of Mr. Clean, compare it to the one from 50 years ago, and see if there's any
Um,
difference. But right now, we got to go to an unclear of the concept there, Scott.
Okay, well, in Hampton, Virginia, the police officer uh, J. Ron Harry lost his job after a less than satisfying encounter with a prostitute back on December 30th, reported by WAVY or Wavy TV.
Yep.
Harry met the 20-year-old Alexis Dream Copeland on an app and arranged to meet her that day at an apartment in Virginia Beach, police say. They agreed to shower together, but Copeland never came into the bathroom, instead, lifting Harry's phone, keys, wallet, and car with police credentials.
Ooh.
The police were able to track down the car in Norfolk, and Copeland told them Harry had given her permission to borrow his car, but she was charged with grand larceny, credit card fraud, and prostitution. Harry was not charged, but was terminated on January 7th.
Well, see, he may have not gotten charged, but he sure lost his job that day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of embarrassing to have a prostitute take your stuff away there. No, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
that tells you that you have tell you how important it is to be trustworthy as a cop.
Mhm.
Very much so.
Well, here's the wrong place and the wrong time. Take it away, Jason.
Well, a coyote made a mistake. And what coyote don't make mistakes?
True.
This one happened on January 13th and ended up in the refrigerated case of the produce section at an Aldi store in Chicago.
Yes.
WLS TV reported it was sequestered behind a selection of fine cheeses after roaming around the parking lot just minutes earlier.
Hmm.
It picked an odd location, said Stan Gert with the Cook County Coyote Project. They do this sometimes. They're trying to hide from us, Gert said. Many of the animals who end up in a sketchy situation are those who haven't found a mate yet. The coyote will be evaluated by the Flint Creek Wildlife Rehabilitation Group, which will determine whether it can be released back into the wild. On a technicality of fine
Yeah.
cheeses.
He wanted cheese. He wanted cheese, though. So I seriously think if he's now domesticated, I don't think she would go back to the wild.
No, I'm surprised it's not Limburger cheese either, for that matter.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
The least competent criminal there for you, Scott. Wait a minute.
Oh, let's go to Australia for this one. The Victoria State Police in Australia released a video back on January 9th in an effort to identify two would-be arsonists who bungled their crime. Yahoo News reported this one here. In the video, two people in dark hoodies attempted to set fire to a Melbourne fast food outlet on Christmas morning, but one of them became engulfed in flames. The footage shows the person removing their fiery trousers and running away bare cheeked. The other person was seemingly unharmed. Which makes me wonder, if the pants were on fire, was this guy a liar?
Liar, liar, pets on fire. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Hmm.
And finally, here's a little bit of mistaken identity.
Oh, yeah. You center it there. Come on,
It's
Huh?
there.
It's there. It's there. Yep. There you go.
I don't want the view comments in there. There we go.
That's
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Put a line now on the bottom. Did you notice they put a line here? And I don't know. It's like a fake line.
Yeah.
Center it up a little bit. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, as a group of school children walked home on January 13th in Syracuse, New York, Onondaga County Sheriff deputies approached the kids and said one girl wearing a pink jacket and camo pants was the suspect in a car theft nearby. Now, WSTM TV reported that another child started recording video as the 11-year-old girl, and her friends denied the accusation, and deputies put her in handcuffs. They showed the kids a picture of the suspect and said, "Girl, you're going to tell me this ain't you." Well, eventually, one deputy noticed that the suspect had longer hair and apologized, saying, "I'm sorry about it, but you matched the description pretty clearly." The sheriff's department reviewed the situation and claimed that the detainment was lawful and reasonable, but Sheriff Toby Shelley met with the girl's mother afterward and called their conversation productive.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and there you have it, friends. Another look at some interesting, at some interesting news of the weird from the week of January 17th, 2025.
All right, and you think that's good? I got one more story for you this time.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna like this one. And a Canadian freighter will get trapped in the ice on Lake Erie.
Hold on a minute. Okay, there we go.
So yeah, here's a look at the freighter here.
Wow.
This is called let's see, let's explain this one here. This was reported just back on Thursday. A Canadian freighter with 17 people on board got stuck in the ice on Lake Erie while departing Buffalo, according to the Coast Guard, which arrived with ice-breaking equipment back on Thursday to begin freeing the vessel. This 663-foot Manitoulin that's the name of the ship, had dropped off a load of wheat and was heading back to Sarnia, Ontario. Ontario, I'm sorry, back on Wednesday when it became stuck in ice that was rapidly forming in sub-zero temperatures off the Buffalo shoreline. It remained there through Thursday, creating a striking sight on the lake, surrounded on all sides by ice and snow.
Huh.
Now, this one's interesting. We just haven't had a bad winter in quite a while. So now that we've had one and people haven't seen this for a bit, they're like, "What's going on?" said Paul Angelino, who is a search and rescue specialist with the Coast Guard near Buffalo. Great Lakes freighters are typically able to navigate surface ice in the winter, but occasionally they encounter ice that's too hard or thick to break through, he said. The Manitoulin was not damaged, and the captain and crew are safe. The Coast Guard said this. The Coast Guard cutter started breaking up ice around the ship by Thursday afternoon. And once again, there's the picture of the ship, and I think I got one more image here for you there, and that is a front ship here, as you can see,
Wow.
completely surrounded by ice and snow.
How long were they stranded?
I think for at least a day.
Wow, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad, though. Yeah, but there we go.
That's why one of those ships need to have those icebreakers on them, you know?
Exactly. I think this one just didn't realize it, or they thought they can get through it, but that's okay.
All right. Let's see. We're now at the 23-minute mark, so we're going to do the archives. We're going to leave our special video with 11 minutes around the 39-minute mark. So
sounds fair. There we go.
We're going to go to our next of the archives here. I got to share the screen with you. These are from January 26th, 1997. These stories. And they go far back. Yeah. Wow.
Woohoo. One more time.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, we get.
All right. And who starts this one? I do, right?
Oh, yeah, because I did the. Did I do the last one? I can't. Well, I know I gave you that note. Go ahead and do this one.
Yeah. Okay. So we start off with this one. One man, one vote. Yeah. And because of an obscure state constitutional amendment that few voters and politicians noticed, the terms of office of the four incumbents on the Loretto, Kentucky City Council automatically expired in November without their having had an opportunity to campaign for re-election.
Whoops.
23-year-old Travis Greenwell, who's now a lot older, voting by absentee ballot, was perhaps the only person in town, population 800, who read the voting literature and thus cast the only votes in the election. For the 4 slots, he wrote in the names of his mother, his uncle, a friend, and a local character who runs a hardware store. The hardware store guy declined to serve.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine doing all this campaigning all this, and then no one else gets to vote for him, and one guy who did an absentee ballot votes in his relatives.
Huh.
Oh my god!
Hardware store guy refused to serve.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I love it,
A
right?
local character, eh? Huh.
You
Yeah.
surely do not want to be a hardware store employee at that time, or you'll be picked to do the weirdest things.
Sometimes you could, but there you go.
Oh,
But here's I got a little fun thing about the wrong place and the wrong
oh,
time. Here you go.
sorry. Before I bring it up,
Yeah,
January
sure.
26th. So basically 15 days before I was birthed.
Just
On
about back then. Yeah.
yeah, 97. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, here we go. The Phoenix cosmetics surgeon Stephen Lonicker.
Lonecker.
There we go. Well, he's on the lam for avoiding child support charges. He was arrested in September after he called attention to himself as Cosmopolitan Magazine's Bachelor of the Month. Here's another one. Thomas Gregorovich, age 22 at the time, was on the lam for impersonating a police officer. He was arrested in Bay Shore, New York in October after a detective heard him call in to a radio station to make a song request. The song was Johnny Rivers' Secret Agent Man. And Tom Tipton, who was at the time age 63, wanted on 2 warrants in Minneapolis, Minnesota, was arrested in November when a sheriff's officer recognized his name as the man singing the national anthem before the Vikings Broncos game.
Wow.
Yeah, not good for all you three.
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time. That means if you've got some kind of a bad omen and you start singing the national anthem, 10 to 1, you're going to be found and arrested.
Bachelor of the Month. That's so self-centered.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
All right. Since you had that long one there, I'll
Yeah.
take it too.
Hey, let Brandon read this one.
Okay, Brandon, go where it says Chris Morris.
All right. Chris Morris filed a $1 million lawsuit against the state of Michigan in November, claiming that he caught a cold in the rotunda of the state capitol while viewing an art exhibit there earlier in the year.
Wow.
Filed $1 million
Caught a cold.
lawsuit.
$1 million.
How cold can you be? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Can't be as bad as me right now.
Yeah,
That's true, exactly. But you're not filing no lawsuit or anything of that sort.
No.
Right.
But Dale L. Larson's $41,000 trial court award was upheld by a Wisconsin appeals court in October, which agreed with the trial court that the Indian Head Golf Course in Wausau was 51% responsible for Larson's needing 9 root canals and 23 dental crowns. Larson tripped on his golf spikes and fell hard on his face on a brick path outside the clubhouse.
Oh.
And he argued that he wouldn't have fallen if it had been a smooth concrete surface sidewalk rather than a brick path. The trial court had found that only 49% of the accident was due to Larson's having consumed 13 drinks that evening, which left him with a blood alcohol level of 0.28 90 minutes after the fall.
I'm surprised they still gave him the money.
Yeah, and $41,000 in 97 was a lot, but it ain't surely was. I don't think it's anything to sneeze at now because I think you'd have to quadruple that money today, right?
Right, just about, yeah.
So it would be about $161,000 there, and he'd still have to pay half of it back to Uncle Sam.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, we got two more. We got 2 more here, and we'll.
Okay. Well, Andrew Daniels filed a $500,000 lawsuit against the M&M and Mars Company and a Cleveland retailer because one of the peanut M&Ms he bit down on had no peanut in it, and as a result, his teeth bit through his lip.
Ooh!
His hospitalization and various surgery bills. One claim against the retailer is under the legal theory of failure to inspect the candy. Can I just say that a peanut M&M that has no peanut in it is a regular M&M? Hello.
That's why I like peanut butter M&Ms. At least it's got peanut butter. But I've seen some ones that don't have peanut butter in them either.
Exactly. There you
Quite
go.
disappointing. Okay, Bogart,
M&Ms.
the one from August there.
Okay, you want to do this one, or you want Brandon to do it?
I said Bogart, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
In August, Julie Leach filed a lawsuit in Macomb County, Michigan, seeking at least $10,000 from the owners of a beagle named Patch, which Leach said was constantly enticing Leach's German Shepherd, Holly, to chase him.
Okay.
Yep.
In 1995, during one of Patch's escapades, okay, the pursuing of Holly was run over by a car and killed.
Oh.
Leach says Patch's owners should pay for permitting their dog to harass Holly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was kind of sad.
Yeah, it's a little sad, but I still think $10,000 just because your neighbor's dog wanted to chase your dog into the street, though. No.
Hey, you know the theme is tonight. It's lawsuit theme in this whole thing.
Sounds like it.
Every one of these is a lawsuit. Yep. Well, Jamie Brooks, she's 18 at that time. She filed a $5 million claim against Kiowa County, Oklahoma.
Kiowa.
Yeah, in June, asserting that it is the county's fault that she became pregnant 6 months earlier while housed in the jail awaiting her murder trial. She said the father is inmate trustee Eddie Alonzo, who had access to the hallways and who said she impregnated her through the bars of her cell.
Was it consensual?
Don't you just love those ones where they get them in the jail cells? I mean, come on, really now.
It was the whole county.
We didn't hold anything back, neither did you scumbags, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's another one. Back in July, Alex Alzulda. This guy, he filed a $25,000 lawsuit against Dennis Hickney in Raymondville, Texas, alleging injuries caused by his, quote, suddenly without warning, unquote, having tripped over Hickney's dog in the kitchen of Hickney's home. According to the lawsuit, Hickney should have warned Alzaldua that he was walking around in the kitchen, quote, at his own risk, unquote, and that Hickney had failed to warn Alex of the dog's propensity of lying in certain areas.
Here we go again with the dog and the lawsuit. I tripped over your dog. Now I'm going to sue you, you son of a beep.
Well, I warned you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's another one of those just blame the
dog.
Crimes on someone else.
Blame the owner. There you go.
Yep.
Hey, here's one that doesn't have a lawsuit. Here we go.
No. You want me to take this one?
Your choice.
I'll take it because it's got some pretty all right. Trucker Franceschi Zagaldo, Zygadlo, or Zagadio. What sounds like Zydeco.
I know.
Was committed to a mental institution in Rochester, New York in November after he led police on a 280-mile high-speed chase in his trailerless cab. Yeah, through 3 states in September. According to police, after finally driving the truck into Irondequoit Bay, Franzique or Francis, we'll call him Francis.
Yeah.
Francis ran toward the officers and proclaimed himself a hero for defusing a bomb on the truck that he said would have exploded if he had ever slowed to less than 40 miles per hour. Can you say Speed, the movie?
That's what I was thinking too. Yep. I swear, I think you saw that movie one too many times. There
Too many Keanu Reeves movies were being sung probably in 97. I think that was the year that Speed came out.
was about that time, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants the next one?
We'll give this one to Brandon.
Okay. It's October 17th.
On October 17th, firefighters took 2 hours to extinguish a fire at the Cal Compact Foods plant in Las Cruces,
Cruces.
NM.
Cruces, New Mexico. That's
Yeah.
Las Cruces.
Las Cruces, New
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yep.
That started when a silo full of red chili powder grew so hot that it began to smolder.
Holy
Ooh.
holies!
Now that is ghost peppers.
That's a Scotch
Habanero.
bonnet and a habanero put together for
Among other,
one powerful explosion.
exactly. Yikes.
Yep. Help me!
All right. Let's go to. Okay, here's another one here. In August, the Karen family of Sandown, New Hampshire, was granted an extension of time to file a quarterly federal tax return after they discovered that their home had been ransacked by the family's pet pygmy goats while they were on vacation. Among the items the goats had eaten were a toilet bowl cleanser, a lampshade, a telephone directory, and all of the family's income tax paperwork.
Which I bet you they were going to have to file come March or April, and they got nothing now to show any proof except they'd
Pretty
have to get
much,
duplicates. Luckily, the government always has copies.
Yeah, there you go.
But what? Toilet cleaner? Really?
Yeah.
Who loves toilet bowl cleaner, man? Gee
Hey,
whiz.
I was in there, throw it up. There you go.
Now we know how screwed up a goat really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's put the next two up.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Oh, hold on here.
Yeah, you got it. You're good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
You got the first one easily can read here.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and they're the last two, anyways. Okay. Okay, so Jean Hahn, 22, was charged with conspiracy to commit murder in Irvine, California in November against her twin sister, Sunny.
Uh-oh.
According to a police lieutenant, the evil twin was angry that the good twin had snitched on her regarding stolen credit cards and thus wanted to kill her and assume her identity. Wow.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Okay. And then in November, 60-year-old Polish man in the village of Kosianka Traja. Where the hell is that place?
Told you Nalka.
Wow, Naukawa.
Yeah.
KT, in the village of KT, identified only as Czeslaw B. Wow, was accidentally shot to death by two homemade guns he had mounted on his garage door to ward off trespassers. Just 2 of 28 booby traps in his house. Oh my
what?
God. And in Slidell, Louisiana, in December, 20-year-old Jason Jinks, that's not me, would open his car door and back up at 25 miles an hour in order to look for his hat that had just fallen off. When he hit the brakes, he fell out on his head and 3 days later died. Oh,
damn.
And one more here, and
yeah, let's give this last one to Brandon.
Yep.
Veteran Belleville,
Illinois.
Okay. Jail inmate Kelvin Lewis, asked by the Belleville Journal in January to evaluate the jail's new black and white thick horizontal striped uniforms, graded them an 11 on a 10 scale. I like their style. The younger generation will like the rolled up cuffs.
Well, who better to determine what's a good looking prison uniform than a veteran prisoner?
That's true. Very much so. Yep. All right. And wouldn't you know it, it's that time right on the dot, 8:39. We couldn't time it any better, folks.
Let's do it.
All right. This is a special treat for all of you out there. Get rid of that. Why did my Avast come on? I have no idea. We are going to show you 80 explosions in 11 minutes. This is from a YouTube channel called IT Classics. Yep. And so they'll get the credit for it. This is Wile E. Coyote and 80 explosions in 11 minutes. And we're not going to say anything. We're going to get this ready to go. I'm going to pull it up and we're going to have fun with it.
Let's get me on that. There we go.
Okay, guys, sit back and relax and enjoy 80 explosions. Here we go.
Let's go. And here it comes.
Look at this.
And
Well, that went well.
yeah. All direction. And there it goes. And here it comes. You know why? You forgot to say
Yeah. Big stove.
What? Wait, hold on. Oh.
Where did all those lights come from?
Where are they going? Right here.
What the?
Oh no!
Yeah, take a shot back again. Doesn't work that way. Whoops. That's not good. And of course. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
There it goes.
Uh-oh.
Not my head.
What the?
That was against Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it was.
Well, the boy has talent.
How devastating. How lucky. Little did you dream that one day you would marry a genius.
Fight fire with fire, I always say.
Here comes the bride, all dressed in... Oh, no!
Blues. I wrote this thing at the blues to come out. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Being a genius certainly has its advantages.
Uh-oh. Apple slide. He's indestructible. And there's one more.
What?
Yeah.
Meep, meep.
Of course.
Watch out for the boomerang.
Okay.
Meep, meep.
Not again. Yay!
All right, there you
Yay!
have
Ah.
it.
That was good.
That was funny, guys.
I like that.
And that was the fastest 11 minutes ever. I was actually supposed to do it at 49, not 39, but
Well,
hey.
that's okay.
Well,
There were a lot of those where I'm like, how did that happen?
right?
You
I mean,
know.
I okay. So my question to the two of you is, which was of the ones you saw, which ones were funny to you, or which ones were like,
Yeah, a lot of them look painful, but they were all freaking funny as heck, though.
right?
I would say like, what was it? The triple one where it happened to the two balloons, and right when he landed, there was one more that came right at him.
Yeah. The
Those
one
were
with the parachute and the one that come right down to the ground when after he landed.
yeah. I finally found the cartoon that goes with that specific ones where every time it lands, it's a dart bomb basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had a whole bunch of them, and that's the reason why they all flew
And
at
they
one
just
shot.
yeah randomly coming up.
God, why didn't we do one for Tom and Jerry?
We'll pick
Do
that
that
up.
next time.
Yeah, we'll find all the explosions for Tom and Jerry for that matter, and why not, right?
Of course.
Gotta kind of cue these things up together, yeah. And like I say, if you want to find stuff for that, hey, that's cool. But give credit to where credit's due. Thank you, IT Classics, for posting that on YouTube. It got over like 200,000 views because, of course, it's Warner Brothers.
That's a big reason right there. So there you go.
Coyote, and not all of them were against the Roadrunner. Especially Bugs Bunny gets involved,
Exactly. Yeah.
like all those hand grenades, man. It's like the Coyote cannot, for the love of God, learn how to throw a hand grenade right.
Pretty not much now.
He throws the key, which is
and of course, all the plungers. Yeah. So that's another reason right there. So there you go.
yeah. Him and Plunger Dynamite just don't mix.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's one, but it doesn't count as an explosion. My favorite one of all of them, whatever he used, trying to drop a piano from 80 feet off of a cliff is just so retarded. It's like it's never gonna work.
Not really. No.
And then you're trying to finagle it, and then you go, bling, woo,
Exactly.
you play your teeth. Ding, 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 doo, doo, doo.
I use that joke here with that piano here quite often. I've seen it in several versions of other cartoons though, like ones where it was Daffy trying to sabotage Bugs because he played on a xylophone, or one time when it was Yosemite Sam trying to sabotage Bugs when they were trying to run for mayor and all that there as well. So that's how. It's
That's
kind
right.
of like it's the same familiar theme that they actually have make a joke from, but they like to recycle that one.
That's wrong, you dumb bunny. Try it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom,
Blink, blink,
boom,
blink, blink. No, stupid. It goes like this. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Yep. And I think the ones I have an idea for next week that we will look at the ones where Bugs Bunny and Tom Cat play the corny concerto.
Yeah. Compare the two of those. They actually did a whole episode years ago on a show called Toonheads, which
Yep.
was seen on the early days of the Cartoon Network, where they compared those two and how it was the controversy of 1946.
Yeah. But it seems like that song gets played a lot on those piano concertos.
Among other things, yeah.
Yeah, and there's just so much going on with both hands, and then you got Jerry trying to screw it up, and then with Bugs Bunny, it was just a regular mouse.
Right.
It was a mouse in both, but Jerry Mouse and Tom Cat, yeah. But then Bugs Bunny has to deal with an unidentified mouse,
That different mouse. There you
Yeah,
go.
a mouse that's not even credited. Just
Mhm.
something of that sort. I mean, what kind of an enemy do you put up against Bugs Bunny? Very few times Bugs was actually the bad guy.
This is true, though.
I think the only other time I've seen him as a bad guy was when he was up against the Gremlin. Are you a Gremlin? I am a Gremlin.
I know of another one here. I know of another one where he technically was the bad guy. Do you remember that classic one called Duck Amuck where it's Daffy against an animator?
Yeah, that was Bugs.
That
Yeah.
was Bugs at the very end. So there you go. Yeah.
Well, I can even top that. There's another one called Rebel Rabbit where he goes and turns against the Congress and they want to declare war on him.
Oh yeah, and
Because he did all those despicable things,
exactly.
You know,
Yes.
when you mentioned when Bugs did the animation for Daffy, didn't
Elmer
Elmer
did.
Fudd do the same thing for Bugs?
He did.
Yeah.
Yep. He did.
I forgot. I think it was called. Well, I'm just not sure. I know it's Duck Amuck is
That's
the
what I'm
one
talking
that,
about too. But there you go.
oh, Rabbit Rampage. That's it.
Yeah,
Rabbit
must be,
Rampage. Yeah. I had to look it up too because it's so long since the titles that they keep doing the little shorts about them, and I said to myself, okay, Duck Amuck. So what's the equivalent to Bugs Bunny then? Because Elmer says, "Ha! I finally got
Wascally
even
Wabbit.
with that screwy rabbit."
Yes, exactly. Yes.
My favorite, of course, one of my other favorites is the one where they had the opera. What's opera, Doc?
That is one of the reasons why kids got into opera in the first place was because of that cartoon.
Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we're going to leave you there, and next week, who knows what we're going to be playing for you. But we're going to have video skits like this to keep you going, keep you entertained, because we just, So, like I say, whatever next week's color is going to be,
We will find out.
you'll have to just tune in and find out. But for now, we'll leave you and let you know that another week will be with us, and the end of the month is coming through. I think we'll be on February, the first weekend of February, coming up.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, lots going on in February. Maybe not, other than Valentine's Day. We might wear red during that week. Who knows?
We might.
All right, guys. Let's 86 ourselves out of here and have a good night. And see you next time. Right?
Yes, right.
Good night, everybody.
And remember, Brandon, you're more than welcome to come back too.
Yo, yeah. Don't be a stranger.
All right.
All right. Take care. Yeah.